Hey there, let me guess. You've drawn support and resistance lines on your charts, placed your trades perfectly, and still got stopped out, right? Yeah, I've been there too. Here's the thing, those lines everyone teaches you, they're setting you up to fail. Let me show you what actually works. Okay, so here's what most traders do. And honestly, I did this too when I started. They see price bounce off a level a few times, draw a perfect horizontal line, and think, that's my resistance. But here's the problem. Support and resistance aren't lines. They're zones. Think about it like this. The market isn't a robot with perfect precision. It's thousands of traders making decisions based on psychology, not exact numbers. Some traders see resistance at $150, others at $150.25, some at $149.80. So when price approaches that area, it doesn't bounce at one exact point. It pushes, pulls, tests, and then reacts somewhere within that zone. Now I know what you're thinking. Okay, Michelle, so it's a zone, not a line. But how does that actually help me trade better? Great question. And this is where it gets really practical. When you start thinking in zones instead of lines, three things happen. First, your stop losses make sense. Instead of putting your stop right below that line and getting stopped out when price dips just slightly into the zone, you give your trade room to breathe. You place stops outside the zone where the level has actually failed. Second, your entries improve. You're not trying to catch the exact bounce anymore. You can enter anywhere within the zone when you see confirmation, instead of chasing that perfect price that might never come. And third, and this is huge, you stop second-guessing yourself. No more. Did it break? Did it hold? I'm not sure. When you know it's a zone, you have clear rules. Price stays in the zone, level is holding, price closes outside the zone, level broke. Simple. All right, this is where everything clicks. Ready? In an uptrend, support is more powerful than resistance. In a downtrend, resistance is more powerful than support. Let me say that again, because it's so important. Support and resistance are not equal. Their strength depends on the trend. Here's why. In an uptrend, buyers are in control. They're confident. They're defending every dip. So when price pulls back to a support zone, they step in aggressively. That support zone becomes a brick wall. But resistance in an uptrend? Buyers aren't as worried about it. They expect price to break through eventually. So resistance gets tested, weakens, breaks. That's the nature of uptrends. Higher highs, remember? Now flip it. In a downtrend, sellers are in control. They defend resistance like their lives depend on it. But support? They're not afraid of it breaking. They expect lower lows. So what does this mean for you as a trader? In an uptrend, you prioritize buying at support. That's where the strength is. That's where the high probability trades live. In a downtrend, you prioritize selling at resistance. Don't try to catch falling knives at support. The sellers don't care about that level. And here's the psychology piece. Most traders fight this. They see an uptrend and try to short resistance because it's hit that level 3 times. But the trend says buyers are in control, and you're betting against the dominant force in the market. That rarely works. Okay, let's recap what we've covered, because I want you to walk away from this video with clarity, not confusion. Number 1, support and resistance are zones, not lines. Give your trades room to breathe by thinking in areas, not exact prices. Number 2, not all zones are equal. In uptrends, support is king. In downtrends, resistance rules. Trade with the dominant force, not against it. And number 3, the psychology piece. When you understand that these zones represent areas where trader psychology shifts, you stop seeing charts as random lines and start seeing them as battlegrounds between buyers and sellers. That's when trading clicks. That's when you stop guessing and start knowing. Now, I know we covered a lot here. And if you're thinking, Michelle, this makes sense, but I need more practice to really get it, that's completely normal. This stuff takes repetition. That's why we built our 30-day trading psychology course. We walk you through concepts like this step by step, with real examples, practice scenarios, and quizzes inside each lesson to test your understanding. So you're not just watching, you're learning. And you can start completely free with our Day Zero orientation. Just head to marketmindsetuniversity.com, links in the description, and see how we teach differently. We focus on building your mindset before risking your money, because technical analysis is easy. The psychology, that's what separates winners from losers. Before you go, I want to hear from you. Are you better at trading support or resistance? And do you use zones or lines? Drop a comment below. I read every single one, and I'd love to know where you're at in your journey. And if this video helped you see support and resistance differently, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. We drop new lessons every week to help you trade with discipline, not emotion. All right, that's it for today. Remember, practice with purpose, perform with precision. I'm Michelle, and we'll see you in the next lesson.